Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am here, no makeup, just completely stripped back. This is me in my kitchen. I actually just got home from a really nice long walk. I did a little bit of exercise and I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to film a YouTube video and I'm going to make my favorite easy ingredient banana cookies. Okay, so I thought I would make them for you and kind of share with you what I do. These are really, really easy ingredients that I'm sure you probably have around your house. And what's great is that it's all Clear Skin approved, so it's going to help your skin stay nice and clear. If you are following the Clear Skin Diet by Nina and Randa, which is that 6-week program, then I'm going to kind of go into a little bit of discussion about how you can also change up the ingredients to suit you. Okay, so yeah, we'll just dive right in. So some of the items you're going to need for sure, you're going to want a whisk, okay, and you're also going to want a fork. I almost forgot mine. You're going to want a fork. And you're also going to need a tray, like a baking tray. I'll get that out in a minute. So you want a baking tray. You also want to start by preheating your oven to about 350 degrees. And then you can just wait till it dings. You know it's good to go. And you can start popping your cookies in. I've also used this exact same recipe to make banana loaf. So if you are thinking about doing a loaf instead of the cookies, you can do that as well. It's totally up to you. I just thought I'd make them into cookies because if I'm on the go, if I'm heading to work, it's sometimes nice just to have something really quick and easy. So yeah, so it's pretty modifiable. As far as ingredients, this is what you'll need. You'll want about 3 really nice ripe bananas. Okay, these are very ripe. You can tell when bananas are ripe, you'll notice that they get a little bit more sugary. That means that the starch has to actually turn more into sugar, so it's easier for you to digest. So there's that. You want 3 of those. I have about a cup of oats. I really do a lot of eyeballing. You'll know that about me when it comes to cooking and some baking. I don't always measure my ingredients. Bizarre, but I've just kind of gotten used to eyeballing it. So anyway, so there is about a cup of oats in here. These are just the big flake oats. That just tells me that the oven's ready. And then this is the item that you technically don't need. If you are on the clear skin path, obviously my skin has cleared up, so I'm able to have a little bit of fat in my diet. So I just have some chopped up, just a little bit of chopped up vegan chocolate, peppermint chocolate. Actually, it's really, really good. My students bought it for me, and I ate the bar, and I have some left, so I thought I'd chop it up and use it. And then this is my secret ingredient. Or ingredients. I add a little bit of the vegan protein powder. This is the chocolate variety. And I also got this one. This is the vegan fermented greens proteins. It was on sale and it's really, really good. So I'm going to add that in there as well. So it makes it like a nice healthy protein cookie. So what you're going to want to start off by doing, yes, you're going to watch me throughout this whole video. This is uncensored. I thought it'd be a little chatty baking video. So I apologize if this is not what you wanted. So sorry, but anyways, here we go. So you're going to want to take your fork, okay, and just kind of start mashing the bananas, like so, okay, just kind of like this. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm just going to mash these bananas, and we'll have a quick chat, and then I'll kind of guide you through the steps. So, how's everybody doing? Is everybody doing okay? I know, obviously, here in Calgary, restrictions are kind of lessening, which is really nice as far as COVID restriction goes. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be saying that on YouTube. I don't know. There's this whole thing that we're not supposed to be talking about it, but hi-ho, here we are. I'm talking about it. I think it's so important to talk about these things, you know, in a healthy way. You know, your whole life shouldn't be surrounded about, you know, the terrible things going on in the world, but it's important for us to at least have and build an awareness. So anyway, I know some of our restrictions have been obviously lessened, which has been making it pretty easy for people to get out and get some sunshine. Also, some of our gyms are now open, which is kind of cool. I myself am not back at the gym yet. I would rather work out outside until the restrictions at the gym are a little bit better, because I know we're not supposed to be doing vigorous activity. So I thought I would wait until things are a little bit better when I go to the gym and I can actually work out super hard. Sorry, I'll just change my camera here. There we go. Okay, I don't want to get messed up in the angles here. Can you guys see me okay? Okay, I think so. So this is a lot of banana. I'm realizing I'll probably need some more oats. This is going to make a lot of cookies, which is going to be awesome because that means I can probably have these cookies for a couple weeks. So just kind of give you an idea of what this looks like so far. I mashed them up really well. Now there's still chunks of banana in here, which is totally fine, because when we add it into the mixture with oats, you're going to use the whisk to kind of make it a little bit thinner. So if you're not weirded out by the chunkiness of the bananas, you might like a bit of a chunk in there in your cookie, leave it, but we're going to kind of whisk it through. So I'm actually going to take this banana mixture, again, that was about 3 ripe bananas. I'm just going to add, and they were pretty large too, I'm just going to add that to the oats in this bowl here. Just dump them straight in. I kind of am liking these really uncensored, chatty videos where I can just bake with you guys. It's fun. I know that a lot of people might not like these kinds of videos, but I actually like them. Also, I washed my hands before, and I'm going to wash them right now again because the banana's all over my hands. Alright, so now I'm going to take my whisk, and I'm just going to kind of whisk it in with the oats. I love adding banana to so many different things. I add banana to pancakes. It's so good in baking, it's just so easy. Okay, so I can tell now that there's obviously a lot of banana, so I'll be needing a little bit more oats. So this is just kind of what it looks like so far. There we go. I'm going to add some more oats, which I have here. A giant thing of oats. Just add a bit more in. And obviously, like, the reason why I do a lot of this by eyeballing is because everybody's so different. Like, some people might actually really like more banana than they like oats. Others might like more oats than banana. Like, it's really up to you. The nice thing about the banana is it just helps to kind of bind everything. And you don't need any added sugar. Like, the sugar's in the banana. Or it's in, you know, it's added within the sweetness of the chocolate if you add that in. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm just kind of taking my whisk and doing this a little bit just to try and kind of break up some of those chunks of banana. And then I'm just kind of pouring my whisk out. Not always the easiest task, but it does happen here. We're just kind of trying to clear the whisk out a bit. And then I'm going to go in with the chocolate that I chopped up, add that in. And I'm also going to go in with, this is kind of where I do most of the measuring. I'm just going to go in with about half a scoop of the fermented greens protein. Okay. Just got that everywhere, but anyway, just about half a scoop, add that in. And then half a scoop of the Vega chocolate protein. You don't need protein powders as a dietary supplement. A lot of people ask me, like, oh, what kind of vegan protein to use? And I let them know, but you really don't need like a vegan protein, even if you're vegan. I just like having it in my smoothies sometimes, and it's not a necessity. So, you know, if you're thinking about being vegan, you're like, oh man, I gotta get my protein in. You know what? You'll get it from your foods that you eat normally, but it's just nice as like an additive in your diet, just to kind of spice things up into smoothie or something. But it's not a necessity, so I don't want people thinking that it's a necessity. I'm gonna grab a spoon just to kind of try and get the oats out of my whisk. And now what I can do is actually I can just use a spoon to kind of fold it all in. I don't actually need the whisk anymore, which is kind of nice. Oopsies. This kind of does take a second because it's not like batter, like it's not like pancake batter. So sometimes it gets stuck, but there we go. We did it. There we go, all clean. So now I'm just gonna take my spoon. This is what it looks like so far. The mixture is still pretty thick. That's actually what you want. You want it to be nice and thick so that it makes your cookies a bit chunky. If you like, you know, your cookies maybe to be a bit more like not as chunky with the oats, you can always blend your oatmeal in a food processor, like blend the oats in a food processor beforehand. I like mine a bit chunky, so that's why I left mine, but it's very modifiable. And like I said, if you're, you know, working on clear skin and, you know, you're trying to be very low fat, you know, honestly, you could probably still do a low fat option like this, or you can just take out the chocolate and just use the protein powder, and you'd be totally good to go. Like I said, I have been trying to clear my skin, man, for years. I had cystic acne at like 12. I was on everything you can think of. I was on tons of different antibiotics that basically ruined my stomach. And I mean, I'm taking probiotics now, but my stomach is definitely messed up from all the antibiotics that I was on as a kid. And then when I went off the antibiotics, it got even worse. So it was just so bad. And then finally I went on Accutane, and that cleared up my skin really well. It was basically a savior for me. But I noticed that my skin kind of was still creeping in with the odd spot, and it started getting pretty bad again before I decided to go vegan. So when I went vegan, things changed, and then obviously I found Nina and Randa, and they were kind of guiding me through the whole process, and it's definitely made a huge change in my life. I still do get some spots here and there, and I'm not gonna lie, especially hormonally, as a female, you know, I think it does. It's inevitable that you're gonna get some spots, but it's definitely not like it was before, knock on wood, and I think that, you know, the best thing to remember is that you really hold a lot of power within yourself, and it's also really about your, you know, taking control of your health. And, you know, if I'm not saying that, you know, you should go to the doctor for those things, but, you know, ask them about, you know, other alternatives, right? Or maybe try less dairy, or try going vegan and see if that helps. Try the clear skin diet before you jump into Accutane or something else, because guaranteed, you'll probably see some changes. But obviously talk to your doctor and such as well. I don't want to deter you from that, but I just think that there's just so much that we don't talk about, and there's so much that in our world and in our society, it's like there's a medication for everything, but I think it really just comes down to a huge portion of it being about what we're putting in our system, right? Anyways, maybe that's another rant for another day. Alright, so this does take a little while to kind of blend everything together. Again, I'm doing this by hand. I'm not using a mixer. You can, by all means, like, mix it in how you like, but I'm not going to take out my big mixer and use it today because I don't need to. But I think I will take out my mixer. It's so pretty. It's a pretty little red mixer. So I'm excited to take that out. But anyway, this is what the mixture looks like. If you are, you know, are like me and maybe you like raisins or dates, you can add them in too. Dried fruit if you like. I'm just sticking with the basics. So we see some little chocolate chips in there, or the chocolate pieces. There's the protein powder. What else was in there? Protein powder. Obviously we have the oats and banana. I'm going to just put these in a little ball. Now before I get them on a pan, I want to show you what they look like. Okay, they're really delicious. So basically I'm just going to take the spoon that I was just using. My hands are clean, as you saw me wash my hands. I'm literally going to just take them like this, and it's like a little handful, and pop that on the baking tray. I bake them for about 10 minutes, and usually about after 8 is when I check on them, and then after 10 you can kind of tell how they're looking. If they're golden brown, you want them to be like a light golden brown, and then you can just pop them out, and then you're good to go. I've also made these actually frozen. So I've made this mixture, popped it in the pan, put it in the freezer, and ate them like that. I just take them out when I want them out of the freezer, and I'll just pop them in the microwave or something. So they're definitely easy to make that way as well, if that's something you're interested in. So I'm gonna put these in the oven, and then we will get a chance to hopefully see them later on. I will post a picture in the thumbnail of what they look like, so you can kind of see what they look like after. But I hope you guys enjoyed baking with me today. It's just really simple, really easy. That was just my mixture. Again, this is probably enough for maybe 2 dozen. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I know it was a bit of a chatty video today. I hope you kind of like this sort of thing, but if you're interested in any more of these kinds of videos, just let me know in a comment down below, and yeah, I'm really excited to see you guys next week. Bye everybody, thanks for being here.